The reunion invitation popped up on Ethan's phone late at night. He stared at the glowing screen, his jaw tightening when he saw the sender. Mark Daniels. The same Mark who had once made his life miserable in high school. The golden boy, the quarterback, the one everyone adored. Ethan remembered the laughter, the whispers, the cruel nickname they gave him. Zero Ethan. Now, 5 years later, Mark had invited him to a lavish party. "Can't wait to see everyone from the old days," the message said, with a smirk hidden between the words. Ethan almost deleted it. Almost. But something inside him shifted. He decided to go. The night of the reunion, Mark's mansion buzzed with expensive cars and perfectly dressed guests. Laughter spilled from the giant glass windows, the kind that belonged to people who believed life had always been kind to them. When Ethan stepped out of his modest rental, heads turned. Some recognized him instantly, whispering with the same disdain they had carried years ago. Mark spotted him and couldn't resist. Well, look who decided to crawl out of the shadows." "Ethan." His voice carried that same mocking edge, just polished by years of fake charm. "Didn't think you'd actually show up." Ethan smiled faintly, brushing off the jab. "Good to see you too, Mark." The room quieted, curious eyes following every move. Mark made a show of introducing him, exaggerating old stories of Ethan's clumsy mistakes, each one followed by a roar of laughter from the same crowd that once called Ethan invisible. Ethan listened, calm, never flinching. He could see their arrogance, their need to feel bigger by making someone else small. But then, something unexpected happened. Mark, in his eagerness to humiliate Ethan, suggested a game. "Let's all share what we've been up to since high school. Ethan, why don't you go first?" His grin stretched wide, sure that Ethan had nothing impressive to say. Ethan took a breath, his voice steady. "After graduation, I started a little tech project in my garage. It grew faster than I imagined. We help small businesses connect with global markets. Right now, we're valued at just over $100 million. The room froze. Laughter died mid-breath. Glasses stopped halfway to lips. Mark's smirk faltered, his face draining of color. A silence heavier than any insult filled the space. Ethan didn't gloat. He didn't need to. He simply offered a humble smile. "But honestly, it's not about the money. It's about building something that helps people, something I wish I had back in those days when I felt invisible." For the first time, the same classmates who once mocked him looked at Ethan with awe, and maybe a touch of shame. Mark tried to recover, fumbling for words, but they rang hollow against the weight of Ethan's quiet success. And then, instead of turning cold, Ethan extended his hand to Mark. The gesture stunned everyone. It wasn't weakness, it was strength. Strength that came not from wealth, but from compassion.